Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Catherine from A Perfect Place to Start, and today I'm super excited to share with you some tips, tricks, and hacks from the Dollar Tree to make your kitchen more organized and tidy. So stick with me so we can check out those things right now. So we're going to start with our kitchen cabinets, and all we're going to do is empty out everything that we have in the cabinets to begin with, and I just put it all out on my counter. So as you can see, I am challenged in the department of height, and so I cannot reach the top of my shelves, and so I have been working with Emerging Green, and they had sent me this step stool. It's a step stool for adults. I used it all through the Christmas season to put up my Christmas decorations, but it comes already assembled and is made of 100% hardwood. It's a multi-purpose tool you can use for many different areas in many different places in your home. This tool will increase your height by 10 inches, and if you're like me, wink wink, it's super handy. So check out the link below if you want to get one for yourself. I'm always amazed at how much comes out of the cabinet and like how much stuff I had stored in there. But then I'm going to do some cleaning. So I like to use the method antibacterial. I pick mine up from Grove. If you've never heard of Grove, I will leave a link down in the description box. I absolutely love Grove. They deliver your cleaning supplies and other products to your home. And the really great thing about that is that they are eco-friendly and they are in a mission or on a mission, or however you want to say that, to go plastic free. And so that is something that's near and dear to my heart. So anyway, I order from them every month and my supplies just come. It was something that saved me so much during COVID, and when we were stuck at home and there was a shortage, I was able to just get that in my home. So if you want to check out Grove, I will link that down in the description box, and I believe you still get a free set of cleaning products with your first order. So anyway, link is down in the description box, and we're gonna go and we're gonna clean out the cabinet with my Wildflower Method antibacterial spray. Alright, so now my cabinet is totally empty, and if you guys watched my tidying video, you know that you're going to want to go through all the food that we just took out of the cabinets, and you're going to want to check the dates. I will link that video down in the description box if you want to check it out, but I talk about a lot about the kinds of dates you're looking for, the best by, used by, those kind of dates. I know a lot of this kind of food that I pulled out of my pantry is things that have preservatives, and so sometimes people feel like they can be used longer after the date. I try to get rid of mine just because obviously it loses its freshness and there is more chances of bugs getting in that, and so I go ahead and discard that. I do my cleaning, my tidying, all that every 6 months. So because I am a teacher, I do it on the breaks that I have. This is Christmas break right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do all of that tidying, discarding, and getting rid of now, and then in the summer I go ahead and do that again so that I can rotate and get rid of my things just about every 6 months. So this time I decided to jump on that trend where you're going to fill the bins with your items. So if you are a TikTok watcher, you know that there are tons of videos out there of people taking all of their things out of the packaging and putting them into other containers, which sometimes I'm like, I don't know, but we're gonna try it today. I have always been somebody who stuck my things in Ziploc bags just to make sure that bugs don't get in and things like that, but this is bulky and it takes up a lot of space, where this would be able to fit in nicely and stack next to each other, and I am hoping that I can fit a lot more of the stuff in there. So I'm going to tidy up first, get rid of any other kind of weird food that I got laying around, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys filling up these bins, and we're going to load our cabinets one more time. Alright, so I have a significant amount less than I had in there before, and you guys, I do it every 6 months, so things get by me. We had 2 cream of wheat's in there. So, you know, if you're somebody who hasn't cleaned out your pantry in a while, definitely get in there and do that, because you never know what might be hiding in there. You might have 5 or 6 of something. That is always happening to me because I can't find it, or my kids are like, oh, it's not there, and we write it on the list and we buy another one, and then before you know it, that happened to me with some dishwasher detergent, and all of a sudden I had like 5 of them. So we are going to take these Sherlock containers that they have at the Dollar Tree. These are my favorite ones. They come with a purple lid, and they do have various sizes. I got these stand-up ones. They do have round ones as well that you can pick up with the same type of lids. And I'm just going to open my packaging and I'm going to pour it into the container. About 3 bags of pasta were able to fit in each one of these containers. Once I got my pasta in there, then I went ahead and secured the lid. So I had a little bit of difficulty the first time when I was putting the lid on. I don't know if it was a user malfunction or what, but I was able to finally come up with a system. So I locked it in the front first, then I locked it in the back, and then keeping it open, I locked down the sides. So once I get the lid on and I'm ready, I am going to go ahead and use my label maker to label what is in the container. So if you don't have a label maker, you have some really great options over at the Dollar Tree. So these are dry erase labels. They also have just regular labels. Here, these are the sticker labels, and then the brown ones above it are also just a different type of sticker label. They do have the typical file folder labels there as well that you could also put on there. You could use your Cricut here or any kind of cutting machine. Vinyl would work great on here, or if you wanted to, you could also use stickers here. So there is a wide variety of choices that you could come up with to label your containers. So my label maker is just a standard label maker that you would pick up at like a office supply store. I just go ahead and type on it what I want my label to say. In this case, I'm just typing in what exactly it was that I put into the container. This was macaroni, so I spell out macaroni. I cut out my label, it prints out, and then I just tear the backing off and attach it to the front of my container. Super easy. This little step makes it so nice for my family because all they have to do is open the cabinet and find exactly what they want to do, or what they want to eat, I guess. So I did go ahead and take out everything that was in my pantry, and I did put it into the containers as best as I could. The spaghetti did not fit in there, and so I did not open those packages, but I had several types of oatmeal that I put in there. And if you can tell right there, I left my pre-packaged instant oatmeal in the instant oatmeal containers, and I just put those in the plastic bins. As you can see, these bins are a little tall for my cabinet, but I went ahead and went with it. This particular bin, I have no idea what to label it. It was the only bin I didn't label. I have some like crispy toppings that go on salads and some crispy thins. So you guys let me know down in the comments, what would you label this basket? I was at a loss for what I should call it. So the next trick I have for you for organizing your kitchen is to go ahead and remove everything from your refrigerator. I like to use these vinyl shelf liners to go in the shelves of my refrigerator. You can pick them up at the Dollar Tree. You can also pick them up at Walmart. You can pick them at Target. I got mine this time at Dollar General. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure the size of your drawer or the size of your shelf in your refrigerator. You're going to cut out the vinyl, and then you are going to place it just inside on top of the shelf. You don't want the removable vinyl shelf liner, the one that has a sticky background. You don't want that one because it will stick to the shelf and then you will have a hard time taking it off when you go to take it off. The reason I like to do this one is because if there's a spill or anything like that, you can just remove the things from that shelf, throw it away, and replace it with some new shelf liner. The nice thing about that is that you don't have all that gunky mess in your refrigerator, especially if it's a spill that you didn't see and you caught later on. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I have it all put back into the refrigerator. So here's the refrigerator after I've put the liners in. I absolutely love how clean it is. I like using the white better than the colored, but you could use anything that you wanted in there as long as it doesn't have the little tiny holes in it. If it does have the holes, that will kind of defeat the purpose and you won't be able to have as clean of the shelving as you would with just a clear plastic vinyl. So the next thing we're going to tackle is the pots and pans drawer or cabinet in my case, and I have really downsized my pots and pans last year. I went ahead and got rid of all but one set of pots, which I have the Tasty brand. I got them for Christmas a couple years ago and they are amazing. And then I have 2 different sets of frying pans that I picked up at Sam's Club, and that's about it. So I have some various cookware that I had when my husband and I got married that were really nice pans. We kept 1 or 2 of those, and other than that I don't have anything else under there. I do have 1 pressure cooker and that stays under there as well, but that cabinet seems to get really crowded and really messy, especially when my teenage boys do the dishes. So we're going to tackle that now, and I did get this pot and pan and lid organizer, and I will tell you a little bit about that right now. So what we're assembling here is the lid holder or pan organizer that I'm going to put down in my cabinets. I've gotten a few things from this company and they're pretty amazing. I will have a link down in my description box if you want to check out their website, but all their organizers that I've used so far for the kitchen have been awesome, and they have easy assembly. So as you can see, all I'm going to do is take this shelf, pop it into those little circles that are on the side, and then I have the shelf holder. Now you can either put lids on this or you can use it as a pan organizer. I'm going to use it as a pan organizer in my drawer because I have a Dollar Tree hack for you to organize your lids. So as you can see, my cabinet is kind of a mess. I had bought these lid organizers from Walmart. They were actual lid organizers and I didn't like how they worked. So as you can see, I kind of organized my pots a little bit better. The shelf does not stand up, so I'm not able to put it under. It does stand up, but it doesn't fit under my cabinet standing, and so I don't want to take up all that space. So what I decided to do instead is to lay it down sideways and then stack my frying pans in there down on its side. So here it is in the shelf down on its side, and it definitely gives me a lot more space in the front. I'm just going to line my frying pans up inside of it, and it definitely is giving me all of the organizational things I wanted for my cabinet. So I'm super excited for this. Again, you could use it for lids. I'm going to give you guys a Dollar Tree hack for the lids. You're going to pick up these dish racks that they have over at the Dollar Tree, and you're going to place your lids in here. So the reason I like these better than the actual lid holders that I picked up at Walmart is that the lids lay backwards, and so you're able to fit kind of the odd shaped lids or even like some bigger lids in there without them kind of toppling over. See, these ones from Walmart, the lid handles didn't fit in here and it was really bulky and really hard to get some of the lids out of the actual lid holder. So I absolutely love to use the Dollar Tree ones instead because, like I said, you're able to fit them in better and they don't get stuck on the handle part. So once I've placed them in my shelf, I'm just going to go ahead and place my lids in there, and you can see here that they sit towards the back of the holder, which is really nice because then I can still see behind them to get to my pots and pans that are behind there. And then because they fit in my shelf so nicely, I just move them from side to side if I want to get from one side of my cabinet to the other. And this has been a much improved use of my space and a much better product for my lid storage. So along with the pot and pan organizer, this company also sent me a mug holder and K-cup holder, which I'll show you right here. I can't believe what a transformation it gave to my coffee bar, which mine is actually a faux coffee bar. It's more of a hot chocolate bar, but we have tea and hot chocolate and all that, and I can't believe what a space saver it was. If you follow me on Instagram, I also showed you a 2-tier fruit tray earlier in the month of December, which is one of my very favorite products that came from this company. So don't forget to go down, check out the description box along with the links so that you can get these products as well. So here's my hot chocolate bar just with some bins that I picked up at, I think, Walmart. And here it is with the mug holder from the company. And so down in the bottom, you can put plates in there if you'd like. I went ahead and put my Pero in there because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do drink Pero just about every day. And so I put that down in the middle in that ring. But it is essentially something that is supposed to have plates in it. So the really nice thing about that is it would be a great addition, like if you were having parties. If you don't have that, you can pick up one of these racks at the Dollar Tree. You can attach them with the suction cups or the command hooks that they have at the Dollar Tree, and this will also act as a mug holder and give you some more space at your coffee bar. And then one last just kind of tour of another product from this company, but this is the 2-tiered fruit stand, and I absolutely love this. This freed up so much space on my countertop. So next we're going to go into our final Dollar Tree hack. I picked up these candy dishes over at the Dollar Tree. Mine happened to be in the Christmas section, but I know that they sell these in the party area and sometimes in the organizational area. These are quite large. I picked up 3 of them because I wasn't sure. We had a lot of candy left over from Christmas time, and so we had put everything in a bag, and as you can see here, it's kind of messy on my counter, and so I'm super excited to use these candy dishes and show you what an amazing transformation it makes. So here is what our candy storage looked like before. We do have some extra candy here on our countertop because of Christmas, but I used to use this wooden box, and I found that like all the old candy would get stuck on the bottom because if we bought new stuff or we got candy for holidays or something like a birthday or something like that, it would always get placed on top, and then candy or whatever would go bad on the bottom. And so I decided that I was just sort of tired of that system. And so we also had extra candy for Christmas, and we are ready to kind of put that into a group candy dish. So I picked up 3 of these candy dishes from the Dollar Tree. I wasn't really aware of how large they actually are until I picked them up. So we ended up only using 2 of them. But I went ahead and sorted through all of our bags and just took out the candy itself, and then of course put the treats and things like that into our pantry. So the first thing to do is to take any of the old candy out of this box and discard it. Like I said, the newer candy keeps getting placed on top of the old candy, and we still had some Halloween candy left in here. So when I'm done sorting, I go ahead and add the candy back into the candy dishes. The one thing I really like about these is that they're clear and you can see exactly what's in there, and then you'll know if there's any old candy that needs to be discarded, especially when another holiday comes around. But I think they're adorable, and they made so much space on my countertop. I hope today's video inspired you to organize and tidy your kitchen, and if it did, I want you to check out this video next for 22 things you should be tidying right now to keep your inspiration going. Remember, every day is a day to start something new, so get out there and start doing, and I will catch you guys in my next video.